This is the second blog that will concern the statistics of the Massachusetts court system, and particularly where I practice, which is in the Superior Court, and it will concern the civil cases. And in the Superior Court, you may recall that those cases that are brought there have a value in excess of $25,000. Well, you may recall from last week's blog that 29,000 such cases are pending across the Superior Courts of the Commonwealth. But what of the age of them? What is their age? And I find this particularly interesting because when I started practicing law in the 1980s, there really was a court backlog, and you could wait 5 years to get a typical personal injury case tried. No such thing, fortunately, applies any longer. The courts are very concerned that there not be a backlog and that cases are put through the system. They even call it a throughput in a fairly rapid fashion. And the number of cases that are less than a year old, and I have this directly from the fiscal year 2015 statistics, is about 13,500. So almost half of the pending civil cases in Massachusetts Superior Courts are a year or newer, a year or younger. The rest are anywhere from 1 to 5 years, but the bulk of the remainder are really 1 to 3 years, where another 12,500 are pending. So that means that in those categories, almost 26 of the 29,000 cases are lodged. That is, they are pending no more than 3 years. And of course, at least half of them are pending less than a year, and the others are distributed in the remaining 2 years of that 3-year cycle. So I think the news is good. If you have a serious personal injury case, you know it should be brought in the Superior Court, and from the time it is filed in the court, you have good reason to believe it will be resolved within 3 years and likely be resolved within 1 year. I suggest to you that that's a dramatic difference from what we saw 30 or so years ago, and the courts are very concerned that they such that they have something known as a throughput, and they look at the number of cases that are brought each year versus the number of cases that are resolved, and they compare the two numbers. And sure enough, everything has been pretty much stagnant or staying at 29,000, which means that there is no greater delay in the last couple of years. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, that that is a fortunate thing. Thank you.